cautiously makes his way through the woods, stalking, waiting for just the right moment to strike. The hunter is not your everyday outdoorsman. His target is not an elk or a deer, but a Missouri State Highway Patrolman. According to the police, his name is Timothy Combs, and he's a member of a religious group known as the Freemen. The Freemen exist on the farthest right fringe of the political spectrum. They believe they are the true Americans, but others, including the police, call them domestic terrorists.
Mr. Thomas, in late November of last year, did a couple from Kansas City call on you at your home or place of business?
Yes, they did.
What was the purpose
The
of
Freemen believe that the Constitution is a divinely inspired document along with the Bill of Rights that gives them preeminent rights in American society. That they do not have to do things like pay income taxes or have driver's licenses and so forth, because that's all part of the laws that were passed after the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. They see this as man-made laws that don't apply to them.
What was it the sheriff wanted to talk to you about?
In the case of Robert Jost, a self-styled Freeman minister, that philosophy apparently led him to issue fake legal documents. Jost was convicted of drafting a fake court order for a parishioner who had been arrested for a minor traffic offense. For 9 years, Jost remained free while they contested the conviction, until a new prosecuting attorney ordered the Highway Patrol to bring him in.
Mr. Jost has a history of resisting arrest and to avoid an armed confrontation on his property where he's believed to have a large number of weapons. The decision was made to arrest him on the county road where he's by himself.
Sergeant Steve Dorsey and Corporal Bob Harper may be arrested.
Get out of the van!
When you walk up to the van and screaming and all, you think you're dealing with someone that has a mental problem. He's screaming and hollering and just throwing his hands up and saying, "Who are you? Who are you?"
Robert, if you don't calm down, I'll make you. Robert, I'm gonna make you.
I knew if they were going to kill me, they were going to kill me. There wasn't anything I could do except pray to God. And that's what I was doing.
Robert Jost asked to be filmed in silhouette due to his religious convictions.
And I knew they had a rightful cause of arrest, and as it turns out, they didn't have any. That's why they had to make up the story so they had some reason to hold me.
Robert Jost was arrested on charges of carrying a concealed weapon and resisting arrest. Then, 3 months later, one of the arresting officers, Corporal Bob Harper, became the target of a sniper.
I heard this loud shot, and I ran up the hallway, and Bob was laying next to the cabinet, and he was trying to tell me that the can had exploded. And I explained to him that he had been shot.
It was a miracle that Bob Harper survived.
Get a helicopter.
The bullet missed his heart by just 1/16 of an inch. The next day, investigators recovered a vital piece of evidence.
Looks like 7116 maybe.
Bob Harper was not known to have any enemies, and because of his recent involvement in the arrest of Robert Jost, we felt that it was probably connected.
When officers went to the Jost farm to speak with his girlfriend, they were confronted by an armed stranger.
You boys want? This is private land. With the highway.
After a brief standoff, the man agreed to speak to police.
Right here with the citizen.
He identified himself as James Wilson, a resident of Arkansas. According to police, Wilson said that church elders were training snipers to avenge violations against their religion.
See, it's the law. It says it in the Bible. It's God's law right there in Colossians 1:13. You can read about it for yourself.
We didn't feel comfortable with what we had heard from him. So the following morning, calls were made to Arkansas, and we received a large amount of information about James Wilson. Found out at that time that his real name was Timothy Combs.
By the time police got a search warrant for the Jost farm, Timothy Combs was gone. But investigators did find a huge arsenal, pistols, rifles, and more than 40 sticks of dynamite. Police also learned that Combs had previously served time on weapons charges. That same day, investigators went to Timothy Combs' home in Springs, Arkansas.
And I put the freezer on the floor.
He told them
Okay.
that his horse had been shot
And
and
there
gave them
was yucky water in it.
Can you show me the location of the shooter?
No.
My neighbor, he's up this direction.
So it's milk.
The neighbors suspected that Combs fired it during target
And
practice.
See the shot shed there and the tree to the right? He's about midway in between back in that brush.
According to authorities, a search of Combs' property turned up shell casings that reportedly matched the casings found outside Bob Harper's kitchen window.
We believe that the weapon used to shoot Bob Harper was actually an SKS rifle that had been purchased by Robert Jones about 3 weeks prior to his arrest for resisting arrest. You will now talk about that weapon.
Joe said he had nothing to do with the attack on Bob Harper.
Didn't know anything about it until after it happened. Still don't know that he's actually shot. I've never seen medical evidence, never heard a doctor testify that he was shot. As far as I know, he had another heart attack and had to crack his chest 2 emergency open heart. No lie about anything and everything. He tried to frame somebody and people that are helping him.
So far, only Timothy Combs has been charged in the shooting of Corporal Bob Harper. Authorities believe he has gone underground and is probably harbored by members of the Black militia. If you have any information about Timothy Combs, please log on to our website at unsolved.com or contact the FBI. A $100,000 reward is being offered for information in this case.